with Under Armour. We train a bunch of these guys to try to get them ready for the combine. A fraction of a second can make a difference in millions and millions of dollars. So athletically, there's so much pressure on these guys to really get that extra step, and obviously that's why these guys are fans of Under Armour, and a lot of guys jump in with Under Armour. Talk about when you guys go into the combine.
This is our job interview, so you know, something you dream about your whole life, and you finally get the opportunity to get here in Indianapolis and, you know, lace the spikes up and run that 40, which for us as receivers is kind of the keynote event. Tenths of a second can mean the difference of being drafted in the 5th round or being drafted in the 1st round.
I went to a small school, so I had to prove myself out here in Indy. In 2010 at the Combine, running fast 40.
What'd you run?
I ran a 4.46 at the Combine. I didn't have a pro day, so the Combine, it was pretty much all I had up until going into the draft. So I had to be the best at, you know, my bench, my 40, my vertical, and everything. And I was definitely nervous, but you know, it's just one of those times where you have to perform just like in a football game.
For you guys, what was the other activity, if you want to say, that you guys put the most stock into, that you were, I guess, most nervous about going into it?
One thing that is not really talked about and covered is, you know, all the other stuff that goes on at the Combine, you know, the interview process and meeting with the teams and talking to the GMs and the coaches, and that stuff I think is almost as important as what you put on film, you know, during your time in college, and then, you know, what you do on the field during your evaluation process here at the Combine.
This is one of the stages where you come out and prove how you run, how you jump, how quick you are, your Wonderlic, your interviews. I've always felt like I could talk to people pretty well, so I didn't really feel like, you know, there was going to be a problem with the interviews. But I was a quicker guy coming out of college, so I just wanted to make sure those were some of the things I emphasized, just to make sure everybody knew that I was one of those quick guys, I was one of those elusive guys, and I just didn't show it on the film. I could come out here and prove it in Indy.
Hardest interview question you guys got?
There definitely was some weird questions that got asked that, you know, during the time I didn't think really pertained to football at all, but they're just trying to get to know you as a person and, you know, see what your character is about, and, you know, see if you're somebody that will fit into their organization. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, if you can play, you can play, and, you know, the film does a lot.
The question is, when I feel like I don't want to play, it's because
I never feel like that.
Man.
I always want to play. And that's the truth. That's the truth.
What's the difference between being a good player and a great player?
The great players are the ones that have the athleticism, but also put in the hard work.
I appreciate you all joining us tonight. I hope that we gave you a little insight here of what these guys go through and how grueling it is mentally to know this one moment changes my life.